You speak your piece, you wait in silence, and then a robotic voice spits out a flat, mechanical translation. This has been the standard experience for cross-language digital communication for years. This chart highlights the central flaw in that approach. Research indicates that actual vocabulary accounts for only 7% of human communication. The other 93% relies entirely on tone, pitch, and pacing. Previous generations of translation software ignored that larger portion. They processed only the text, stripping away the context and urgency that make a conversation human. This friction has limited the efficiency of global business for decades, keeping international markets siloed and making real-time collaboration nearly impossible. Without a system capable of capturing the emotional subtext of a speaker, the language barrier remains a hard limit on global economic integration. In June 2026, Google DeepMind released Gemini 3.5 Live Translate, an audio model built specifically to capture those missing emotional cues. The engineering change here is structural. The model no longer waits for a completed transcript. It translates the speaker's live performance as it happens. This timeline shows the difference. Instead of waiting for one person to finish before starting the next track, Gemini 3.5 uses overlapping audio. The AI speaks alongside the user, maintaining the natural rhythm of the conversation. It also features vocal preservation. The software clones the speaker's exact intonation and pitch, meaning a whisper or a shout carries the same emotional weight across 70 different languages. By bypassing traditional text-to-speech lag and mirroring the speaker's delivery, the technology creates an environment that feels like immediate fluency. Google moved this technology into its core infrastructure immediately. It wasn't a limited trial, it was a global deployment. The model launched across the Gemini Live API for developers, consumer apps on iOS and Android, and within the enterprise framework of Google Meet. The Google Meet integration allows teams to hold multi-language board meetings where the emotional resonance of the discussion is preserved for every participant. This rollout forces global companies to adapt. Organizations that don't leverage real-time translation risk being outpaced by competitors who can move at the speed of native conversation. But removing this friction has a direct impact on the established translation economy. Democratizing fluency changes the value of manual translation. A 2026 labor report shows AI adoption has already caused over 1/3 of professional translators to lose their work. For those still employed, nearly half have seen significant income reductions as companies shift budgets toward AI systems. When a machine can replicate human empathy and nuance, the market for manual, text-only translation shifts permanently. Imagine a founder in Tokyo pitching a startup to an investor located in New York. The AI preserves the founder's excitement and confidence. This preservation of tone builds the exact trust necessary to close a deal across cultural divides. The universal translator has moved from a science fiction concept to functional infrastructure. The mechanical bottleneck of language has been replaced by a frictionless exchange. Gemini 3.5 shifted the focus from simple vocabulary to digital empathy. In this new landscape, the businesses that leverage borderless communication will be the ones that define the future economy.